Hi, everybody. This is Jason.
This is Pete.
And this is the Lost Legions podcast. And what are we doing today, Pete?
This is the Lost Voices podcast. Jay's losing his voice from a heavy weekend.
I've been out screaming for a week, actually. It was during work that I was doing all the drinking. So yeah, it's been a long week.
We're here to talk about the fast attack choices. Your what are they called? They are called the here we go.
The first strike detachment.
There we go. Yes, so the first strike detachment is all your fast attack choices, and yeah, we're going to go through. As by now, most of you have been watching this. You'll know we've been breaking down the auxiliary detachments. I think this leaves recons left. Is that right? And maybe super heavies.
Didn't we do recons? I don't remember.
I don't think we've done recon.
We definitely haven't done super heavies. We have not done super heavies.
I'm pretty sure
we will check. Answers on a postcard or in the comment section below.
So yeah, not much more to go, and then we've done the whole shebang, and then onto individual legions from there. And then by the time we finish that, 4th edition will be around. So we'll rinse and repeat. No. Anyway, right. So we're into it. So yeah, first strike. So these are all your zippy about units. Quick glass hammer type units. They tend to be, don't they? Get a job done sort of things. And you get 2 unit options from a first strike detachment, auxiliary detachment. Again, there'll be other ways to unlock these through special consoles and other legion specific options. But it's all there.
I think a lot of legions have legion specific detachments with these guys in them.
Yeah. Yes. No. Agreed. Good. Okay, so let's make a start. So the first one then. So do you want to hit this one, Jake? Because I know you've recently read up on it.
Yeah. So the Xiphon Interceptor, which I have one for my Night Lords. I really like this
used it yet?
Model.
3rd edition.
No, because I read the rules.
Okay.
So it is... Okay, so let's just go through it. It is 20 movement, 4 BS, 11 all around, 5 hull points. Sounds okay. 2 centerline twin las cannons, 2 centerline mounted rotary missile launcher. The missile launcher is good. The las cannons are decent. The problem is it's not stable, so it just doesn't get the extra damage for the las cannons. So the missile launcher is, let's see, I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, the missile launcher is, I think it's strength 9 now, actually.
Changed
which is really, really good. Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem with the flyers, right? Go ahead.
The twin las cannons are just damage 1, which is with 2 shots. Yeah, exactly. So because you're thinking about firing vehicles. Okay, wait. So let's go back to what Interceptor does. Interceptor allows them to have the Interceptor reaction, which is really cool. They can be in CAP, like Combat Air Patrol. And then if someone else's flyer comes on, they get to declare a reaction to come on and shoot it. Really, really cool. Really amazing. I think the problem is, especially when we look at the other transport flyers, you're not going to be able to kill them with the amount of damage that you do because you don't have, probably not be able to kill them. Because if they miss 1 shot or bounce 1 shot or they have more than 5 hull points, you're not going to be able to do anything. So it's just like it's so cool. It's such a cool idea. So the rotary missile launcher is actually 3 shots. Okay, so technically, I guess you probably could kill like a 5 hull point vehicle like this.
What's the damage on the rotary?
The damage is 2. So so it's 48 inches, 3 firepower, 8 strength, AP 2, damage 2. So the rotary missile launcher is actually pretty good. That's actually where all of your damage is coming from.
Yeah.
The other problem with flyers is that every turn they come in, they're then +1 to come in the next turn.
Yeah.
So it's just like in a 4-turn game, how many times is the Xiphon going to come on? I think the Xiphon, if you want a plane, I think to come on to do gun runs, it's not a terrible option. I think one of them is really cool. I don't know how good it's going to be, though. I wish it was stable. If it was stable, I think this thing would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of 50-50 on it. In fact, I would love to hear what people's experiences are in using them because I actually haven't used mine yet. So let's see how it goes. What do you think? And then we can move on.
Yeah, so I think you got 7 shots ultimately, right?
Yeah.
So you got 4 las cannon shots, 3 rotary missile launcher shots. At max, you've got 10 damage. Does the rotary have armor bane there? Have you still got it up in front of you?
So the rotary missile launcher does not have armor bane. It has no special rules.
So this thing is really good at like coming in and taking out a predator or something, right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna suck against a land raider. It's
not
gonna do it, and the things you want to stop are probably heavy armored transports, or like the things you want to stop in their tracks.
The flying transport. So like this thing's meant to take out storm eagles. Well, hold on. Let's flip down. Let's flip down to the next page.
Okay, all right, let's go.
And we can start talking about the storm eagle.
So storm eagle.
So it is hull point 6. So we but it's armor 12 all around. So you're gonna be shooting this thing.
That the Xiphon will destroy the storm eagle. Fine.
Okay, so maybe I changed my opinion, actually. I think then if the Xiphon can take out a Storm Eagle with the interceptor reaction, then maybe it's actually kind of cool. I think it depends on how much people are actually using flyers in your area, right?
Yeah.
Because it is a excellent model. Sorry, why don't I let you jump into the Storm Eagle and we can round it out. But okay, I give the Xiphon, after talking through, a B+.
Yeah, I think it depends, right?
Yeah.
I think you're quite right. Depends how many other flyers are being used in the game. So the Storm Eagle. So if your opponent's got a Storm Eagle and you've got a Xiphon, you will be very worried about bringing that Storm Eagle in for sure, because a Storm Eagle is movement 18, BS4, front 12, side 12, rear 12, as you just said, Jay. Only 6 hull points, which is quite interesting, and capacity 16. So that the rotary launchers and the las cannons, going back to the Xiphon, and this isn't meant to be a Xiphon versus Storm Eagle, we're just covering the two in a similar conversation. And the Xiphon should destroy that realistically. The problem is there's no crash and burn anymore, is there? You don't, your occupants inside don't just immediately die, which is a good thing, but it might be that the Storm Eagle's already in position where it wants to drop its stuff off anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because I think it'll have to come in on I forget what it's called, the drop-off mission.
Yeah.
And then after it moves, you declare your reaction, and then the Xiphon flies on and blows it up.
Yeah, yeah. And then by then, maybe the dudes have already gotten out. I'm not sure, but they'll be towards where they want to be anyway. But yeah,
I'd have to double check. But yeah.
Storm Eagle's a cool way of looking at things. I think you get to bring flyers on from different table edges, don't you now? So as the turns progress, which is cool. So there are multiple options. What have you got? You've got 2 centerline mounted twin heavy bolters. Yep. Is that 2? I think it's... Double check that.
Yeah, it's 2 in the front.
Okay, cool. You've got centerline mounted Vengeance launcher on the roof and 4 centerline mounted Tempest rockets. You can upgrade these weapons. So unlike the Xiphon, there are lots of upgrade options on this. So you can do a twin multi-melter on the front instead of the heavy bolters. You've got a Cyclone missile launcher, which you can put on the front instead as well. I actually think I wouldn't bother with any of that, personally. You can't actually shoot your main weapons, can you, if you're coming in to drop stuff off? So putting on any of these other weapons changes them from defensive weapons to battle weapons, whatever they're called. So
it used to be I would have put the extra weapons on this, but like what Pete's saying is there's no point if you want to use this as a transport instead of a gunship, because it can't fire anything that's not a defensive weapon over it, and it's already 200 points. So it just becomes really expensive for what it's doing, and you're only going to get it back on maybe 3 times if you're lucky after this to shoot. Probably no more than 2. Yeah.
There is one thing going through my mind, which you could use it as a gunboat the first turn, and then from turns on turns 3 and 4. Is it 2, 3, and 4 turns? Yeah, the following turns, you can then just try and bring a unit in on from reserves to go and claim a backline objective. That might.
It just seems so sketch.
It seems a bit. edgy, doesn't it? Anyway, so yeah, you can also change your Tempest rockets out for some hunter killers for 15 points. I think that's I would actually be interested to try that method after using hunter killers a lot already.
Yeah,
or 2 twin las cannons, because you got potentially 12 damage from those hunter killers. Strength 9.
I thought about this when I was reading it, because you've really changed my mind about the hunter killers. I actually think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, you can come in and just nuke something, fly off, and then come back in after picking up a tactical squad and dump them on wherever they need to be. Might be.
Unfortunately, my Storm Eagle has multi-meltas and las cannons.
It's a
already
from
on
previous editions.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I love the Storm Eagle. I don't know why we don't have this kit in plastic yet. Like, this should be a priority 2 editions ago. They'd sell tons of them if they had this in the Fire Raptor as a multi-kit. So it's all right. Moving on. Speaking of the Fire Raptor, do you want to take it away, Jay?
Yeah, so I loved this thing in 1.0 and 2.0. I'm questionable about its use now, but let's talk through it and see. Centerline mounted Avenger bolt cannon, 2 sponsored mounted Grevis heavy bolters, 4 centerline mounted Tempest rockets. So the big deal is now you have those 2 sponsons on the side that are heavy bolters, or you can upgrade to Gravis autocannons. I think that if you're going to be using this thing, it's probably good to upgrade them to Gravis autocannons. Yeah. It used to be able to fire at any different arcs, but I don't think that matters as much anymore. I think you can already do that with sponsons. So I think it's already covered by the rules. So it might not seem like it has special rules, but I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. The Gravis autocannons are, I'm just double checking to see how many shots they are.
5 shots. Is it a battery or is it just a Gravis autocannon?
Gravis autocannon. I'm pretty sure it's just the Gravis autocannon.
Yeah, so it's 3 shots and heavy 4, but it can never benefit from heavy because it's a vehicle. Oh, it has stable.
It's stable.
Yeah, well, there we go. Okay, yeah.
So I mean, this is one of those ones where it actually might be worth it if you're at 235 points. I mean, I think your mileage may vary kind of depending on what's going on, but again, I think this is a fun option. I have one of these for my wolves, and I always really liked it. Gravis. Oh no, it's batteries. 2 sponsons mounted Gravis heavy boulder batteries. That's my bad, guys. So it is 5 shots each. So 10 shots total going forward, or 5 shots out either side. Are you sure it's the batteries on the autocannon? Yeah, double check it. I just looked. Okay. That is actually really, really good. You could change the Tempest rockets. Well, Pete's double checking me. Pete, you could change the Tempest rockets for Hellstrike missiles, which is not as good as the.
They're not bad though. They're strength 7 armor bane, so it's going to piss off a lot of stuff still. But yeah, it's not.
I just like the Hunter Killers.
Hunter Killers are great.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would probably upgrade the Gravis autocannon and then just leave the Tempest rockets.
Yeah.
And then you have that center line. I'll read the bolt cannon thing while you're double checking.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's 10 shots total. You're right. That's pretty cool.
So I like how you're like, I cannot believe that.
I just checked it myself and I missed the batteries again.
Well, because when you asked, I think because I just abbreviated it, I didn't think about it. And I was like, I didn't check. Yeah. And I was like, surely it's got to be the lower one. I remember not being super impressed with the bolter thing this time. What is it? The Twin Avenger bolt cannon is. Oh no, it's Twin Avenger bolt cannon, right?
Centerline mounted Avenger bolt cannon.
Yeah, it is 10 shots, range strength 6. So this thing just puts out buckets of shots. Wow. Okay. I'm kind of changing my mind about the Fire Raptor. It's not going to destroy anything but troops or light vehicles, but man, it is going to put out buckets of firepower. Yeah. And you're definitely going to see it, I'm guessing, 2 turns, maybe 3 turns. If you're lucky, 4 turns. That's the only problem, right?
The other thing with these Gravis autocannons is the batteries. That the Gravis is strength 8, right? So they go up 1 strength compared to a regular auto. And on obviously sponsons, you can split fire at full BS. So you could put 5 damage. Have they got 2 damage 2? The Gravis autocannons? I believe they do. I think all
Gravis autocannon. I think they're all damage 2, and I think they're all rending or breaching. Sorry,
breaching 6 up. Yeah. So you could put 5 strength 8 shots that are damage 2 each into like the side armor of 1 predator, 5 more into a rhino on the other side, and then your main gun can obviously then snap fire at something else. It's pretty. It's actually all right.
They're heavy firepower too.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's never getting that. Oh no. Oh yeah. No. So it's 6 shots each. Yeah. It's stable. Yeah. As we. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. It's actually like S tier. This thing's off the chain. You want 6 of them in every
list.
This
thing is amazing.
Yeah. For 220 points.
235 if you get the autocannons. So I mean, you're paying for it, but like, man, when it comes on, it's gonna have like da 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 da, and then just bullets everywhere. I mean, this is the first flyer that we've seen like gunship wise that I've been like, this might be worth it. Yeah. It's sure gonna throw your opponent on tilt when you throw out this wall of firepower, 22 shots or something at them, plus missiles. Like,
yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Okay, I like it. I give it an A. Like, I think it's usable. I think it's good.
Yeah. All right.
I like the Xiphon better and better as we kind of go through this too, because the Xiphon. So if you're afraid of the dude having this, you pop on with this. The Xiphon's going to pull in to pole position behind this thing with the interceptor reaction and smoke it.
Yep. Quite literally.
So I see what they did with the flyers. I've just not seen people really using them. So yes, okay, cool.
I think everyone gets put off because it's a 4-turn game and you got to roll from the comeback.
Yeah.
But if you take
me included. Yeah.
You can mess around with it a little bit. Yeah. All right.
Also, I think we played with the Storm Eagle and we were both unimpressed because of the way it worked as a transport and how expensive it was. And I think this colored our opinions a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Moving on.
So next we have the Scimitar Jetbike Squad. So I don't know, man, about these. Every edition they're like a swing and a miss, but we'll see. So you get your regular jet bikes, 95 points for free, and then plus 30 points per dude. Up to squad size of 10. You're mad if you're running squads of 10, I think, just straight off the bat, because the whole, if you can see one, you can see them all. Like, that unit is always being seen everywhere because there's such a large footprint. I
don't think you're mad if you're running squads of 3. I was thinking about this while I was writing this up.
Yeah. For free, for 95 points, they're not bad. So you got 16-inch movement. Obviously, they're anti-grav, so you can jump over terrain and all sorts of things. They are weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 4. So a regular marine, 2 wounds, initiative 4, attack 1, leadership 7, cool 8, which is better than a regular marine. Willpower 7, intelligence 7, 3+ save. The sergeant has +1 leadership. So leadership 8, cool 8, which is pretty cool. No pun intended.
I really wish that they'd put these guys back up to toughness 5 with the taking out of eternal, like of instant death.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they'd be at a really good spot at that point. But they're just so easy to kill. They're just regular Marines and they die so easy. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So I think the heavy bolts are fine.
Yeah.
I think the weapon options is really where you lean into this. You want to ignore all of the sergeant upgrades. You want to ignore the pistol upgrades, I think, as well.
I
think the multi-metals are a trap. I've seen people try. I've played against a chap using them in 2 games, and they've kind of come forward, half have hit, not really done an awful lot, and then they've just been murdered immediately afterwards. I think you want to play for range, and I think the 2 guns, in my opinion, that are going to give you the best option is the Volkite Culverins. For 5 points, is worth it over the heavy bolter. Because you're going to get the extra shot, I believe, on the heavy. Plus you got the deflag plus it's +1 strength, so it's like strength 6, an extra shot maybe, extra range, and the deflagrate. And the plasma cannon, I think, is actually pretty good, right? Putting 3 little for like 125 points, putting 3 little blast templates down, because now with the whole scatter changes.
You're troop hunting or trying to pick off Terminators or something, right? Like with these guys.
I don't even know if maybe, but I actually just think chuck 3 small plasma cannon templates down into a tactical squad holding an objective, that they will probably flee or face a flee check, right? You're gonna kill a couple.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. But the Terminators, I think, it's the 1 damage is the problem. You might breach a couple, and then they pass a couple in vuns, and then 1 dies maybe, and not really done a lot.
But I mean, like seekers are also not going to be happy if you decide to like drop some plasma cannons on them.
Exactly. So yeah, so I think.
But I think it's squads of 3, right? Like, because you're going to want to move around. Like, they're expensive. You're not going to want people to like concentrate fire on them, because if it's 10 guys, they're going to be like, oh, well, there's like a huge chunk of your army.
Yeah,
go ahead.
3 of them sat behind a piece of medium cover, if we're speaking true GW terrain rules. Can't be seen. And then you're like, okay, my left flank is a little bit weak, or I need to put a fire out over my right flank, hop them over the terrain, blast away, loosen something off for the rest of your armies push up. It's kind of how I see these guys being used. Yeah, I think the multi-melters are a trap entirely, sadly.
Yeah. Just with the way they work now in this edition.
Yeah.
It's weird
because
they don't have any extra armor,
but only 1 attack.
Yeah, I thought of that too. I was like, the poor sergeant. He's not a scout sergeant, so he doesn't get 2 attacks.
Yeah. No, I like the jet. I love the models. I think
I have so many resin models of these guys that I collected as people like kept like selling off armies, and I really would love to make a list with them, but I don't think they're very good.
Well, the ironic thing is with this spoilers, with the options that we're talking through here, only 1 of these first strike detachment units are in plastic. So I think that's probably the biggest reason why you don't see them. It's because they're so expensive to buy and a pain to put together often. Anyway,
these are the only ones in plastic.
Yeah. So jetbikes, I think they've got a place, but you in your head you want the cavalry charge going in, don't you, and murdering stuff, but it's just not going to happen.
I think, just real quick TLDR on this. I think a unit of 3 or 2 is totally feasible and cool and usable and might actually surprise your opponent. What you can't do, well, you could if you wanted, but what you're never going to win a game if you do, is have an army of jet bikes, I think, because they're just not tough enough. People will just mow them down with their heavy weapons. Yeah. And they can never score, it's unfortunate. Yeah, and they can never score. Yeah, exactly.
So they are a fine support unit.
This is the frustration, which I think they work really good, and this is probably what they're intended to be used as, is small fire support units, and they work fine as that. So don't feel like they're useless or your jet bikes are not good enough, but like where you might have some problems is if you try to make an entire army out of them.
Yeah, no, I agree. Moving on, we've got the Javelin.
Oh man, I love this model, and I don't think it's very good. Yeah, it's so funny. I have completely opposite feelings about the 2 different speeders. But it's 14 movement, 4 weapon skill, ballistic skill, 6 toughness, which is cool, 4 wounds, which is decent. It doesn't die right away, but if anything actually tries to kill it, it will go down. Starts with a heavy bolter cyclone missile launcher. I think the big contention is that used to have a multi-melta, and almost everybody I know has the multi-melta swapped out. But I don't think the model came with the multi-melta, is what we kind of like tracked down. So it just has a heavy bolter now. And now you can have twin heavy flamers, 2 heavy bolters, 2 las cannons, 2 Volkite culverins. Has firing protocols 3, so it can fire everything. But I mean, you're looking at 2 las cannons on a model that doesn't have stable. So it can't move and get those double shots on the las cannon. So if it moves, which it's going to want to maneuver because it's a speeder, it's an anti-grav speeder. I don't know. I wish that it had stable. I think it would be a lot better then. It's okay. I don't think it's garbage. I'm not super impressed.
Yeah, I think it's, if you're comparing it to the Scimitar, the jetbikes,
yeah,
like one Javelin with 2 culverins and a heavy bolter is what? Is those 2 culverins for 5 points? That's it?
Yeah. So say 80 points.
80 points. I mean, you could use the Cyclone missile launcher, but it's just 2 shots. That's it. That's the problem with it, right?
Yeah. You could. I think you could also use frag missiles with it, though. So if you're just going anti-troop, you could chuck 2 frag missiles.
I guess.
And a heavy bolter. I mean, it's only 75 points.
Yeah, I'd rather the
Volkites.
The Volkites and the heavy bolter, I think.
Yeah,
but what the reason why I'm comparing it is I'm comparing it to the points cost of 3 Scimitars and what you're actually getting. So you're getting a smaller footprint with the Javelin.
Yeah,
you're getting a tougher model, but you're getting 2 wounds less overall compared to the 6 wounds of the jetbike squad. I think that jetbikes are probably a little bit better.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, you can get you can mix and match with the jetbikes too. So you could have 1 multi-melta and 2 plasma cannons. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but you have the options to vary your weapon loadout, right? Like, I think the Javelin, unfortunately, is just in a not great place. I love the model. I don't think it's that great. I just think there are better options for those amount of points. But I think the model's great. And again, like, it's usable. I don't think it's garbage. Like, but it's not amazing.
It's a shame that these units don't have any status affecting weapons, because it would be really cool to use these as like, okay, I need to add some pinning checks over there. I need to add some.
Hold your fire for my favorite unit, which comes next.
The land speeder. Do you want to take it away then? Go on, you do it as well. I know we normally alternate, but go on. Take it away.
All right, the land speeder is my favorite. It is faster. It's got 16 movement. It's only got 3 wounds. It's a 5 toughness, so the toughness goes down. 3+ save. So if you really concentrate anything at this, or bolters can take it down. Thing is, it's 50 points. It's so cheap.
Yeah.
And it comes with a heavy bolter and an augury scanner. So you can upgrade the heavy bolter.
Comes with an augury scanner. I never knew that. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great. One of my way to the Will was running it like this, and this is my favorite way to run it too, is give it a grav gun, and then for free give it a havoc launcher if you replace the augury scanner, and just go hunt down troops. You got a status from the grav gun on them. Also, like, I think it's got breaching 6 up or something, if I remember off the top of my head. You're throwing 2 templates down, and the havoc launcher has statuses too. So you're really, really messing with troops. You could also then shoot the grav gun in a vehicle in a pinch, or you could take a plasma cannon, and you could take 2 plasma cannons, actually, looking at this. So, like, it just has so many more weapon options, so many more cool weapon options. And even if you took 2 plasma cannons, you're at what, 70 points for a double plasma cannon platform that's got 3 wounds, toughness 5. Like, it's 16 movement. Like, I love this thing. I think it's so good now. It is by far my favorite. I would rather have a whole army full of land speeders than anything else right now. You could take up to 5 in a squad if you really wanted to get crazy with stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think also a heavy flamer is a valid option too if you want to just zip up and really mess with troops. So yeah, the land speeder, great.
You want to screw all of the weapon options, just have a heavy bolter, chuck 2 hunter killers on each one.
Yes,
a unit of 5, and just start them in reserve, and then just roll for them to come on, drive all 5 on, 10 hunter killers into something.
I forgot to say this too. This actually can have 2 hunter killers, which I thought of you when I was putting this down. I was like, oh, I definitely need to put this option on. Pete's gonna love it. This thing can take 2 hunter killers.
You know what? I'm going to pop down to my local Games Workshop later, and I'm going to. Oh no, I'm not, because it's not. No, it's not bloody plastic. God damn it!
Plastic.
Yeah. Anyway,
this one I would love for this one to come out in plastic. This might tip me over the edge. Just making like a land speeder and jetbike army. Oh god, I want to do it so bad. But But yeah, I actually genuinely think that this is great. Overall, I have turned around. I think the Xiphon's actually pretty good because it's fairly cheap. Now that we talked through it and how it works, I think the Storm Eagle's usable and decent. I think the Fire Raptor's great. I think the Scimitar jetbikes are okay in small squads. I don't really rate the Javelin, but it's not garbage. The Land Speeder is really good. That is my rundown of all of the fast attack options. Pete, what do you think, just in closing out?
Yeah, closing out. They're actually better than I thought. I'll be honest, it's not an area which I've looked at an awful lot, and you might have got that impression when I was speaking about it. But it's because the models aren't readily available, but actually there's a lot of options in there. The one that's the least impressive is the Storm Eagle, I'd say, out of what we've just spoken about. Mainly because of how the rules work with weapons. But yeah, closing out. I think there's lots of options. Yeah, I think it's a good little auxiliary detachment, and you should have a little play around with it, especially maybe the Fire Raptor and Land Speeders. That's what I would immediately go to. Yeah. Cool. Let us know what you think, guys. Let us know what we got wrong, because there's always something. Let us know what you liked and what you disliked. And give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.